Have you ever felt lost when thinking about buying a home, not sure what lender to reach out to, or try to figure out what the best real estate agent is for you? Well, you're in luck. My name is Brian Lessinger, and I'm a local real estate agent here in the Reno-Tahoe area. And today we're going to talk about why experience matters so that you can go from daydreaming about owning your home to having those shiny little keys in your hand. So we're going to uncover the secret of why it is really important to have a relationship with your real estate agent, figure out who the best lender is for you to use, and sort of walk you through the process and the steps you'll need to know so that you won't feel uncomfortable or nervous about buying a home. So item number one is why experience matters. So I know a lot of times people just jump on the internet, go look for a real estate agent, and they think just because it says somebody sold a lot of homes means they have experience and that they're good at this. And I'm always one of those that is more important to say, let's build a relationship with a client than just trying to jam them into a transaction. When you sometimes see these major teams that say they did 600 transactions in a year, they're really kind of a transaction mindset, and the way that they're trying to do business is generate as much leads as they can, help people get into a house, and the second that deal closes, you might never see them again. I think it's a much better way to think of having a real estate agent the same way you would have a financial planner, a CPA, someone who does your will and trust, because most people, the biggest portion of their net worth is in real estate. Hopefully you own and bought a house already, but if you haven't, it is the way that people build up their wealth. And if you have a realtor that you can trust to sit down with and say, okay, what is my current situation? And advise you on what is in the best interest of you. If I'm talking to you and I wouldn't give you the same advice that I would give to my son or daughter, my mom or dad, my grandparents, my best friend, then why would somebody be giving that feedback to you? It's just one of those things where you just want to know how all of this works. But as a buyer, some of the other things that you want to figure out is, where do I start? And I always think the best way to find a real estate agent is talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to people you know that recently did a real estate transaction and see if they would recommend that realtor to them. And if they would, set up a time to meet them. And maybe you need to meet a few of them so that you'll feel comfortable about who you're working with. And then what we want to do is get you in touch with a lender, because the financing part, your budget, trying to figure out what you can afford to spend that you're going to be comfortable with is a huge factor, and those lenders need a lot of information, and we want to do all of that prior to ever going and seeing a house, so that way we're not looking for things that you can't afford. We know some amazing lenders in this town, and for those of you that maybe live in other areas, I've got a few lenders that literally do loans in all 50 states, so by all means reach out to us. We can get you hooked up with somebody as far as all that stuff goes. Why is it important to have a relationship with that real estate agent? It's because we want to make sure when we have a long-term relationship that we do a good job for you, but also we want to make sure that you realize you might need to wait, you might not be ready yet, and we want to make sure that we're advising along the way. I love getting people way ahead of the game because, again, if we do need to do some credit repair or make sure there's some things we need to do before the process starts, great. Once we do all of those things and we go start looking for houses, then we'll start having conversations about walking through I found a house I love, I want to write an offer. That's a whole nother topic and a whole nother video about the details of negotiating and working on an offer. You need to think of your real estate agent as someone in your financial trusted circle so that as you're trying to build up long-term wealth, you have a great resource, and don't think of them as used car salesmen. I know there's some out there that are like that, and those are the ones you need to stay away from. So with all that being said, if you're enjoying the kind of content we're putting out there, by all means, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know when more videos are coming out. We appreciate you watching to the end as always, and we'll see you on a future video.